Hey, Mark here. So we recorded this episode for our Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook page. We filmed the video, we put it up. People seem to really be enjoying it. We also did the Fast and Furious draft a couple months ago. So if you want to, go over to Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook, follow or like. You can watch our videos, you can vote in our polls. And it's a fun, positive atmosphere. It's not really like the internet. People are nice. I try to keep it that way. We just have fun, talk about movies, vote about weird movie polls, and watch videos about us drafting Marvel supporting characters. It's a lot of fun. Please like or follow the Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook page. Enjoy the draft. Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me are three members of the MFF-PU. It's Megan Hoffmeyer, David Cross, and Adam Hodgins. Thanks for coming.
Hey.
How's everyone doing?
And the MFF-PU, it's the Movies, Films, and Flicks podcasting universe, by the way.
Oh, I assumed that from the get-go. There was no question what that was about.
I mean, we kind of have a podcasting universe because every guest is so different, and each episode is like its own different movie, I guess. Everyone has their own personality, so we have a good little podcasting universe.
Absolutely.
But I just want to say thank you for coming back. We did our Fast and Furious draft a few months ago, and people loved it. They had a good time watching it on Movies, Films, and Flicks Facebook. They had a good time listening to it on the podcast, so I figured let's come back and let's do another draft, but with only Marvel Cinematic Universe characters that are supporting. No titular characters in this draft. Which
Before we get going, Mark, I need to say last night in my home was a very Movies, Films, and Flicks podcasting universe moment. When I got home from work, my kids were arguing quite intently about what movie they were going to watch that night, and the argument was between Venom and Peter Rabbit.
Whoa.
Wow.
It was a moment. I've never been prouder of a fight.
Oh.
So MFF.
So they picked Peter Rabbit, right?
I would like to say yes, but
Oh, okay.
You know, I think the worst thing that could have happened to me in 2021 or 2020 is that we couldn't do a Peter Rabbit 2 episode.
right?
I mean, the world might be a different place if we did another episode about Peter Rabbit.
I do get looks from people that are like, hey, like, you know, it's been rough and mental health and work and finances. I'm like, yeah, but Peter Rabbit 2. Like, let's get real here.
If you
This
haven't
is the tragedy.
If you haven't listened to it yet, we recorded a near 2-hour episode that got very dark and very.
It was the end game of Movies, Films, and Flicks.
Wow.
We got into it. It's in a good way, like friendly.
No,
But
100%.
We had like drug dealing animals. We explored mental health.
If there's an aspiring filmmaker who's looking for content for a movie or a universe, that podcast is rife with intellectual property.
We created an entire Comic-Con. I can't wait.
We did.
All right, so here's what we're gonna do. This is the way the draft is gonna work. We're gonna have it's gonna be a snake draft, and then I'm putting up. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. So the 4 of our names. David,
Okay.
pick the order. You can do whatever order out of the 1, 2, 3, 4 you want, and then those we'll go first.
Okay. I want to go with Megan first.
Oh wait, pick 1, 2, 3, or 4, and then we'll do like you know what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Keep it really random.
2.
2. All right, you get first pick.
What?
Yeah. All right. Pick 1, 3, or 4 next.
4.
Hey, I get second pick.
1.
Adam, you get third pick, and Megan gets fourth pick.
Oh,
Sorry, Megan.
You
You
picked
went
Megan
first to
from the
last.
get-go.
It's okay. Wait,
What a
I have
fall.
to get something to prepare for my pick.
Oh no, what's going on?
She got props?
Oh yeah. Oh, we do have props. Yes. Oh, and also the quick rules here. So we're doing supporting characters. I really wanted to draft Tony Stark's cat shirt from Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I believe it's a Flurkin shirt.
Wait, is the cat a flirkin on Tony's shirt?
Clearly, that's a Flurkin shirt.
So I can't draft the shirt because it's a shirt. It's
Right.
So I guess we're going on supporting characters that aren't wardrobe. I love
Correct.
So,
Well,
okay.
no, if it is wardrobe, it has to be sentient.
Oh, yeah. It has to be able to move and chat with you.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
Communicate.
Communicate.
Thank you, David.
All right. So,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but you can't pick the Mark 43 armor, right? Like you can't.
Darn it, there goes number 3.
Megan picked all Iron Man suits for this.
All Iron. Like you can't sidestep picking Tony Stark by picking his suits.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh, man. Megan.
Well, we're gonna have
That's
to
what
completely
Megan and I, we're just going to do
re-strategize.
all Iron Man suits for this. Because
Right.
there's 70 of them.
I'll just have to go into the backup list.
For every Iron Man suit you pick, I'm going to pick a Captain America shield.
I mean, it could be a character at this point, I suppose. It's been in all the movies,
I
right?
mean, vibranium, I guess. It's a thing. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Aren't there only like 3 shields? Like it's just a short pick.
yeah. Oh, there's the Black Panther shield, or the one, the Wakanda made shield.
Right.
The one that Tony steals and keeps.
Mhm.
Yep.
Tony.
Yeah.
There's the fake one from his dancing when he was on stage, and then there's the
Whoa,
incomplete
whoa.
one.
Yes.
Whoa. We're not going to say fake one from when he's dancing. He used that shield to save Bucky, and then that shield gave him the ability to say shields are a viable thing. So don't say the fake one.
The
Oof.
fake one from his dancing.
Let's keep this friendly.
And then there's the one from the first Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
Or yeah.
The
I think it's the first one or the second one, the Easter egg one. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, so before we get into this, David, since you're the host of the Award Wieners movie review podcast, what kind of hot dog should we, when people listen to this episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, because there's going to be moments in here that people will cry. It will touch the hearts of millions of people. What hot dog recipe should they consume while listening to this episode, since you are the hot dog connoisseur?
Yeah, that's a really great question. I don't think it would be necessarily a hot dog forward recipe. I think it would be a sauce or condiment forward recipe. So there's this thing like a curry dog or currywurst is when you mix ketchup and mustard together, and then you take slices of hot dogs and you essentially saute it in that, and it's really sauce forward. I think that's the type of thing you want to do. I don't have the recipe right on me. I think it's called a boerwurst, but that is what I would go down. Very sauce forward, so the condiments are the main ingredient.
And this is also a very saucy group.
Yeah.
Oof. I do want to say, as a throwback to our Fast and the Furious episode, when Mark and Megan and I were all barbecuing in Toretto style, you sauteed a hot dog in water on your stove.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had never heard of this before. I've either been like barbecue or hot dog, or you fry them. And if you're like in 1980s at a daycare, then you boil them. But I was like, that sounds not like a bad idea. So that night, I sauteed hot dogs for my family. And to this day, that's all my daughter will eat. If I'm barbecuing, I got to saute her own.
Yeah. The benefit of that is that you get the hot dog water.
No, it gets you the street meat taste right away. It's like, this is way better than it should be.
Well, I'm looking forward. I'm going to make this hot dog.
Oh,
That's going to be good. I can't wait. Changing lives, David. Changing lives on this show.
One episode at a time.
Yeah, that's right.
You positively impacted my life.
Feeding people.
All right, so
Feeding.
you have the first pick, David, and what we're going to do is, so we're going to go David, Mark, Adam, Megan, Adam, Mark, David. We're going to do a snake draft like that.
Okay.
All right. So
I want to say going in,
yeah.
I have 2 picks that I'm like very protective of, and
Me too.
if they get snaked from me, I will get upset. The other 3, I'm like, this will be fun, but I have 2 that like don't. Step back, sir.
I was sweating last night. I was sweating. I've never gotten this nervous.
You're
but
sweating now?
Yeah, I am.
You're going to be okay?
I'm worried that y'all might take some of my picks.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure my first pick's going to be hawking Megan's first pick.
Uh-oh.
Probably.
Because we both are on the same line of communication and not speech. So my first pick is Dummy, the robot from Iron Man 1 and 2.
Yes.
You have to take it. It's good.
He saves Tony's life in the first one. He's the one that knocks the box down and saves Tony Stark's life.
100%.
Yeah.
Or it.
And disappears. And then like doesn't really show up for the rest of the series. So I'm sad about that.
Oh, that's a great pick. I mean, Tony got saved a lot in Iron Man. He got saved in the cave. He got saved by Dummy.
Do you think it would be a better moment if Dummy brought Ant-Man back instead of that mouse?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? Like a little callback?
Oh. Yeah. Oh, I love Dummy.
That's a good pull.
Yeah.
It's a good pick.
He's so mean to Dummy. But he does go back for it. Remember in the third one when he drives away with his trailer and Dummy's on it?
Yeah.
Yep.
My concern is like if we have to save the world, Dummy is clearly just like the office assistant, so I have to pick someone else who's able to help that person.
You need some muscle now.
Yeah, exactly. I got the comedy.
Oh man, you went so okay. I have to pick this. So I guess it's on to me now. I have to pick this. There's two people. I have two first round drafts. I'm stuttering here. I don't know which one to pick. I'm buying myself time by just warbling.
Right.
Oh man, but I'm gonna take Luis from Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. I know he's a major player. Dummy is a beautiful.
You need to deliver the story much faster and with anecdotes.
All right, so here we are. So what we're doing is I met him yesterday and he talked to my cousin and my cousin said, "Hey, what's going on?" And then he was like, "Whoa, totally." And then she was like, "Hey, I don't know what you're doing." And then he's like, "Oh man, what's going on?" But
spot on.
Sir,
spot on.
He knocks 3 people out. He helps out Ant-Man. He's the funniest character I think in the entire MCU. That scene where he and T.I. are backing up the truck. There's an entire scene dedicated. Dave, back it up. We're doing it. Back it up. Yeah, we're backing it. Back it up. Like that's an entire scene in an MCU movie. It's beautiful. And just, I don't know. I love it when he's like, yeah, I still got the van. And then he wants a code name and he wants to be a superhero. And he's my favorite character in the entire MCU. Hands down. Like I love Luis. I think he's
doing a lot of networking in the background.
Yeah, his acting, and just the truth serum scene.
Well, I want to say it takes a lot to steal a scene from Walter Goggins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
That's very true.
and Luis does it every time.
It's that nice Southern gentleman that he's chasing later on in the movie. I know he's this main supporting character.
But he's not a titular character.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I picked the truck driver from Fast and Furious 1 with my first pick in our Fast and Furious thing. So this is a big character, but I could not do it. I was sweating last night, so I had to take Luis from Ant-Man and Ant-Man and the Wasp. So that's my first pick. All right, so
I'm actually shocked. I'm shocked. I thought your character would be someone from Thor.
Yeah.
Actually.
Well.
Okay.
I can't. I'm nervous now, and I lost it. It's not Adam. I think right now, Adam's gonna take this character. I don't
think so. I don't think it's because I picked stuff. Okay, so there's like, do you want to have a strong character that's going to be good in a fight? Because eventually our teams are going up against a fight, right? Like that's what the MCU is about. There's always a fight coming
at an airport.
But then do you go like for a comedy, because that's what makes those movies so great, is that there's these comedy moments. But what I did was I said, who in all the MCU would I want to hang out with for an afternoon the most? And so Dum Dum Dugan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Neil McDonough.
From Neil McDonough from the Howling Commandos.
Write them all down.
Okay.
You mentioned that earlier today.
I had him on my list. I love Neil McDonough.
He's my draft pick, man. He's just, because he kind of hits it all on the head. He's going to be great in a fight. He's going to be cool to have like a pint with at some point in time. Yeah, no, I think I want him to come to my kid's birthday party. He'd be a fun guy.
Oh gosh, we love him.
Yeah.
We were so excited when he popped up in season 2 of Yellowstone.
Yeah, he's in that.
Oh my gosh.
And I do think Justified wrecked Neil McDonough for us.
Big fat baby head?
Yeah, there's a scene where this lady goes, yeah, like big fat baby head. She called Neil McDonough a big fat baby head. And so ever since then, he's just big fat baby head.
Justified can do no wrong in my mind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, so now Dum Dum Duggan's big fat baby head, but he's so good.
It's a classic.
He's good.
That's a great pick.
Oh man.
All right. Megster.
Okay, my first pick is, and I have props, Goose from Captain Marvel.
Oh, nice.
The Flurkin. Love it.
Yeah.
Oh, so Goose, I found out, was a girl in the movies in Captain Marvel, and she is played by a 12-year-old boy cat named Reggie. And there were 3 stunt doubles.
12 years old is an age.
That's impressive. I mean, Stella Arcad is
10.